What's up, y'all? Today is 21st, I believe. Slash 22nd. I think the last time I did this was 19th. Anyways, I got depressed and edgy, so I just cheated hard. Um, I know whenever I get like a depressed episode and I smoke, instead of getting me high, it usually just kind of sobers me up. I'm like, man, this isn't working. I don't know. And then if I keep smoking, though, then I get high. But anyways, I just took one puff to get me out of it. And I just wasn't. That's the bad thing about being an Uber driver. You can work when you want, and someone like me who is lazy and has a little bit of crippling depression, it's real easy to just say, I'm not going to go. I'll make up for it later. I just don't work as much as I should. And I was supposed to get up and do all these things. I ended up sleeping, and I feel bad. And anyways, checking back in because I cheated hard. When I was depressed, I said, okay, instead of cooking, I've procrastinated long enough. I just got to get out there. And I saw what I was planning to break in my cheat with when I end this thing in October was the fall thing at PDQ because it looked real good, which is like a turkey thing. The sweet potato fries that you dip in marshmallow sauce, that's what I was interested in. And I wanted to go ahead and try the, what is it, pumpkin spice shake. I'm not a huge pumpkin spice guy. I'm not that basic, I guess. But I went and got it. Pumpkin spice shake, meh. And I got a soda on top of that because I was fiending sugar and I was depressed. And it ended up being too much. That thing was so salty to me. I thought I put seasoned salt on my, I put my dust on my stuff and thought I had a pretty salty palate. But I don't know. I don't know if it was just that particular one. And it had this cranberry sauce and it was a little too sweet. It felt like jelly. It was hard for me to finish it. Sweet potato fries, they are awesome. They, if you're ever gonna have a carb load day or a cheat day, whatever. If you are gonna go to PDQ in the fall, try the sweet potato fries, dunk them there. If you like sweet potatoes, that is bomb. I would go there just for that. I'm not really a big fan of their chicken and stuff. I don't know. It's a little too much breading. It's a little too salty for my taste. But anyways, just saying that I cheated today. I had, uh, I didn't do my exercises either. I totally just skipped them. Um, Today I did my exercises light, like half of them, and when I got back I just did a little bit. But I ate. Oh, and I cheated today technically too, and the other day because at the gas station I got a little Debbie cake, one of the 50-cent Debbie cakes. Um, and I ate this one later on tonight, and I was thinking about just throwing the towel in, but I was like, you know what? I knew bumps were gonna happen. It's no big deal. I'm gonna try to make the rest of the month with no weed, and regardless of how crummy I feel, just tough it out. I'm hoping for it. I was expecting that. I was really bummed about the weed because it's September in Florida and season isn't here, and it's not as easy for me to make money doing Uber and Lyft. And I was bummed because I could still pay my bills, but I have like 3 grand of debt that I want to chip away at. And I'm like, man, if I could just get out of the house and work more, I can make this debt melt away really fast. But I always end up just, only making enough to put like $50 towards it, when I could be making like $200 to $300 each week or each month at least, uh, after bills. But a lot of times I eat more than I should too, and I'm spending more on gas than I expect. But anyways, I want to touch base. Today I had salmon and mussels with some liverwurst. I pan-seared the salmon. Took the scales off with the skin in duck fat. And the mussels, they came in a bag. They were frozen. I just threw them in they have a little bit of water in them and ice. I just threw them in a glass a pot and steamed them and made the butter lemon sauce that I always make with 2 tablespoons of butter, like a half teaspoon of seasoned salt, uh, like half a shot of Marsala wine, and like half a lemon. That sauce is so good. Didn't give me indigestion too bad this time. Like last time, I think I overdid it with lemon, or I don't know, something about it gave me indigestion real bad last time, but not this time. But I just want to touch base. I'm not sticking to this as hardcore as I'd like, but I kind of got a second wind, and my plans were to Monday go apply at Aldi for an evening shift and at Walmart for a car purchase because I just wanted a regular job where I can get a W-2. Because if I have a schedule, I'll show up. Because being able to work for myself, I'm like, you know what? Minimum wage is fixing to get turned into $15 an hour, and I make pretty much that or less after I take gas out and car expenses doing Uber. And it'd be nice to have something to fall back on. But I was bummed because I didn't get up and do that today because I could go. I don't have to wait till Monday. And my buddy had called me. He had told me about a job working for a pool company a while back, and I was putting it off because I was like, man, I can work for myself. I don't want to have a day job. I hate alarm clocks. You know, they mess me up. They really get me wacky. But I was like, you know what? I'll go ahead and wake up. He's like, yeah, it's working for his friend who I've met before. I've sold him weed in the past. He's chill. And once for 3 months, I can buckle down. I'm ready mentally to do it. So Monday, I get up and I go there, and it's cool because I'm hoping, I don't know, it might be under the table, which isn't going to help with my taxes, but whatever. If I'm able to save enough money, I'll pay for an accountant because I'm always scared at the end of the year about taxes. I don't know how to do them. I just go into TurboTax and I type in the categories, numbers until the little amount I owe turns to zero. I have no idea if it's legit or not. I got all my receipts and everything this year. They messed up with something on Lyft and stipend my pay, and I thought it had to do with that, but when I looked it up, it was just because they had messed up when I applied and made like two versions of me, and one of them didn't have my last name. The IRS mailed me something that I filled out and mailed to them, but their system didn't update. And instead of like fighting to get the money back, so it ended up being like $1,000 or so that I wasn't getting paid. I just said, you know what, screw it, because I have no idea if I've been breaking even or not on taxes. I think I have because I typed the numbers. I'm pretty sure it was legit because people told me too. They're like, you shouldn't really have to pay anything if you work for yourself for like your first 3 years. This will be my third year. So, anyways, I was hoping to get like a regular old W-2 to help buffer that. So I'm like, as long as I break even, I don't care. I just don't want to owe anything, especially if I'm in debt and I'm barely paying my bills. I'm like, come on, I'm just getting by. But just touching base. I got a day job. Part of me's cool with it. Part of me, because the big reason why I want to do this is I'm an artist and I want to have a flexible schedule so I can make my art. But I can squeeze it in on the side. Get out of debt, maybe save a little money. And if for some reason it's really compromising my art and really draining me, I can just give them the 2 weeks. Say, hey, thanks, this ain't for me. But I just want to touch base because I use this as my personal vlog and to keep myself accountable. And to go ahead and fess up, I've been cheating a lot. I haven't been 60 days. I feel kind of like a wuss. I'm like, man, I can't tough this out for 60 days. But hopefully, for the remainder of this month, I can stick to it a little better. Plan to stick to one meal. No more sweet cheats. Part of me is like, really wants to smoke. Because I'm like, man, because part of my motivation is to stop smoking is to make sure, because Aldi's and Walmart has a whiz quiz. I'm like, oh, I'd like to be able to at least get my foot in the door, not have to sweat it. And part of me says, hey, I don't have panic attacks, but I've just had the littlest, I just started this. A month isn't really enough for a body to make a real change. And I did cheat. I think 6 days, I haven't gone more than 10 days without at least having a puff in a row. Like I cut back way the amount, the volume in that time that I'd normally consume because I would smoke like a whole joint or half a joint every night. So I went down to just like a puff or 2 puffs per week. 1 puff or 2 puffs per week. So the volume has shrunk and I don't have panic attacks. And part of me is like, I get so bored and I don't know what to do with myself and I got to try to go to bed because I got insomnia. Now I have to wake up at 8 o'clock on Monday. So I'm going to wrap up this video, try to get to bed early so Monday won't be so hard on me. I'll set my alarm clock for 9. So I'll be tired, maybe go to bed as soon as I get home tomorrow night, work a little earlier, and get up earlier. But anyways, that's it. This video is me, just a talking hand. I got a couch, a love seat, which is pretty cool, and a coffee table. I think the only thing I want for my place now is that I'll look for on Facebook is a free propane grill. I'll go scoop that up. That way I can sear my meat outside instead of smoking up my little tiny apartment all the time and getting grease all over the place. I won't have to fry it and worry about getting duck fat or anything like that. I could just throw it right on the grill. But y'all have a good one. Stay positive. And I hope you guys have more willpower than me if you decide to do a little challenge like this. And take it easy. Bye-bye.